Yo, what is up, everybody? We back. Can you believe it? We're all back. A whole week. That's the worst week ever, honestly, to not be able to stream. But it's over now, and I'm free. Hope y'all doing good. I've missed all of you, and man, what a week of nothing. We back and ready. 7 weeks in a row. No more distractions until the 8th week. Again, but hey, that's how we roll around here. We'll see what everyone's doing tonight. I gotta figure out. I didn't write a set list tonight, so I have no idea what's going on. But hey, we'll find some stuff to play. I'm sure. What we got? Mama Shredder in the house. She says, "Yay, Rick, you are back, indeed." Daleon K, more just dying. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. My bro Ray Freeze, how you doing, sir? He says, "Hope you and everyone had a great week." Absolutely, and we are ready to rock. Brody, the Super Shredder in the house. What's up, Brody? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. We caught a little bit of last night's stream. Gotta watch out, man. But I feel you, man. I used to ride one of them things too, man. No worries. You'll get better. Easy. Good to see you too, Mama. Donald James in the house. What's up, brother? He said, let's go. Evan Kelly, he's here. He says, hi, everybody. I hope your work week wasn't too crazy, Rick. It was a little crazier than expected. But I made it through. The weekend was way busier than I wanted, but that's why I make the big bucks, That's how it works. It's all good. Durail, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Happy Monday to you. Stardust does have Brody's channel. In case you haven't subscribed to Brody already, make sure you do. Let's see. DJB in the house. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're feeling better too, bro. It's been a minute, but I hope everything's going good. Thank you, Durail. Evan said, I really need this today. Reduction of antidepressants is a fun time. I feel you, bro. I needed it too. Juji, there you are. I missed you too. Hope you're doing good tonight. We're going to rock for sure. Don says he's at another chat community. We use emojis to identify people we all see all the time in the chat. At the other community, chat community, my signature emoji looks like a pot of honey. Is that right? Nice. Oliver, doing good, brother, from Canada. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well tonight. Absolutely, Donald. My pleasure, buddy. I try and hit everyone up. That's stream. I'll try and give them a little love, back. I was on my income. Thank you, Derail. Sick from the Kush in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Brody, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Let's see. All right, Derail's doing good. I love to hear it. Mama says, you and Stardust are way too kind. We appreciate it. Absolutely, Mama. No problem at all. Let's see. All right, Chris Olsen in the house. He's got his mummy face on or whatever that is. We got to find a song to play. I don't know. How about this one? We'll go with this one. I know this one well. right. And in case you didn't know, I have the black stallion tonight. The purple candy is resting for the week, most likely. But yeah, so we're gonna be switching off between the black stallion and the blue candy this week. So we got some fun stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to let those strings do their thing. So anyway, in case you didn't know. All right, let's see. Lots of great comments, guys. Lots of great. I can't even talk. You know, a week. I go a week without doing this stuff, and I lose it all practically. So I've got to get back in the action, back in the swing. Anyway, all right. Lots of great comments. All our friends are hanging out tonight. We'd love to see it. Let's see. Yeah, I see. Yeah, we saw your hand was all bandaged up. I was like, oh my gosh. But I used to ride a skateboard when I was that age too, man. But then I think when I turned 16, I got a car. But we had a spare car and it was a piece of junk. But it was my piece of junk. There you go. You'll heal up, buddy. DJB said he's healing up too. He still got a few cuts and bruises. Past couple of days we felt like dialing in some tones. There you go, man. But I haven't felt much like anything. I feel that, man. Yeah, it's never fun recovering from any type of pain and stuff like that. So I feel it, man. You'll get there, brother. Chris Olsen says, Ozzy tribute. Yeah, buddy, I dropped an Ozzy tribute the day he passed, my brother. God rest his soul, man. But yeah, lots of Ozzy tributes throughout the week. Not to say I wouldn't love to do it, but I was kind of glad I wasn't streaming last week because I know it had just been day in, day out Ozzy tributes, man. And you know, I think it's been plenty of tributes, and they're still coming through, man. So, but yeah, for sure. Check out my channel if you want to see that Ozzy tribute. I did. I'd appreciate it nonetheless. Absolutely, Mama, you're quite welcome. Absolutely, Brody. Absolutely, man. That's Evan says the mandatory preparing cleanup. There you go, brother. Clean it up, man. Clean it up. Let's Chris Liggett in the house. How you doing, Chris? Great to see you, buddy. Yeah, well, Mama asked the question to start us, but it's brutally hot. Not in the history of Florida, it has never in Tampa. Sorry, it's never gone over 99 degrees. It finally hit over 100 degrees the other day. Record-breaking heat in this area. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. GJB said he took a chunk of concrete spring-loaded on a rebar to the face. Ouch. He says, good times. I feel that. If he wouldn't like to do that, I don't think so, buddy. Never again. I feel that, man. Marcario in the house. How you doing, Marcario? He says, it's my brother from a different mother. I love it. He says, I'm hoping you're having an awesome time, my brother. Rock on and do what you do best. You know how we do, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mama Shredder gonna need to get Lloyd's of London to like start insuring Brody's hands and stuff. Gotta watch out, man. Yeah, skateboarding's I never crashed my skateboard, and I did some wild stuff on my skateboard, riding down crazy hills, bad roads. I don't know how I survived. I really don't, but I did. Driving in or skating in traffic, you know, it was nothing, man. Weed Hopper, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you too, man. We got plenty to rock with tonight for sure. A-Ty said, I cannot wait to hear your guitar and watch the stream. I understand the request, but could you do an Ozzy song? Maybe later, buddy. Maybe later. I haven't streamed all week, and now I'm just kind of getting back in the swing of it. But yeah, I got Mr. Crowley in here, man. We can crank out Mr. Crowley a little later, man. So make sure you stick around, and we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. Miguel knows. He said, it's a wonder how any of us survived. I know, right? I know. Crazy. All right, well, let's go with the tried and true warm-up to make sure I'm definitely in there. I have a new song. I actually wrote it over the last couple of days. So if you're interested in hearing a new song already, let me know. Let me know. We might crank that up. It's a pretty cool one. But this one is a classic warm-up. Let's do this. we're back. Actually, I did get to play a little bit this weekend. Maybe about an hour or so a day. I was practicing, just jamming and stuff. Nothing crazy. I did write we're in the process of a new blues song as well. A little more funkier blues this time. Not the old standard blues, but the little more funkier blues. So we'll have that probably this weekend on Saturday. A lot of great comments going already. It's great to see everybody. Like I said, I missed this, and I missed you all, so I'm glad to be back. And let's see what we got here. And let's see. I remember Miguel's comment. Evan says, pre-internet was way more fun as a kid. It was, yeah. We had nothing to distract us. It was either go outside and play, ride your bike, ride your skateboard, play tetherball. Who knew that? We did everything. Donald James said it was 85 degrees in Sacktown. We have so much weather privilege here. That's very nice. I would have loved to see 85. I got in my car today. It was like 98 in my car. I'm like, yo. DJB said it was 105 where he's at. It was about 103 ambient temperature in my car when I left. I was like, man, this is ridiculous. I like some Thai language there. He said, hello, good to see you. If I said, did you have Kryptonic or Road Rider wheels? I had Peralta, I believe. I had an Agent Orange deck, Tracker trucks, I believe or Powell Peralta wheels, if I recall correctly. Some kind of really cool bearings too. I totally forgot, man. That was a long time ago, man. We're talking eons ago, but I love that board, man. I just had Agent Orange. I had an Agent Orange. I had a Gator, a Vision Gator too. So a Vision Agent Orange and a Vision Gator. That's what I rolled on when I was like 14 or 15. It was fun. Let's see. Evan says Open G tuning works for me, Brody. Oh yeah, true that. You're just gonna have to wait it out, man. Get it back to get in action, and then get back to it, man. Sucks for sure. Andrew says, can you play the song? I think it was 7/17/25. Oh, true. We shall get there, Andrew. Yeah, for sure. I think that was a new original, I believe. I'll be darned if I didn't remember how it went. But I'll get to it. Yeah, let me write that down, brother. We shall write that down. That's 017. It might have been that 017/25. That was a recent original, I believe. Let's see. If I said, my God, he's cracked the code. I don't know. I cracked something, man. Probably cracked a lower lumbar at some point. Let's see. Evan said he loved his Jim and Chris winner. There you go, man. Bro, Patrick said hello. Good to see you, Patrick. The GG Scarlett, thank you so much. Good to see you there. Linda Lewis in the house. How you doing? She says, good evening. How are you doing? I'm great. She says, I'm guitar. Well, guitar sounds good. Keep pushing. We love you. Thanks for sharing blessings. Thank you, Linda. Very kind of you. Rick Schaefer in the house. How you doing, brother? Good to see you tonight. Weed Hopper said he used to skate Vision and PAL too. Absolutely, man. I used to get, what was that? What was that? There was a magazine, a skateboarding magazine. I can't remember what it was called. We used to get that. We used to be all into skateboards in my school, man. Everyone had skateboards. George Kaplan, what's up, brother? Good to see you. You're quite welcome to GG. Thank you. Aaron Marin, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Duck Goose says, Rick, what's up? Welcome back. Good. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Did you say one of your biggest fans? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's so cool to be back. Like I said, it's more fun for me to play like this. Just me practicing gets boring, you know. But that's how it is. Practice is boring. I gotta admit. All right. Let's see. What we got? We're gonna do. What's it? New 1010. How about New 1010? We know Juji probably get to hear that in a while, so let's go with that one. Let's slow it down just a touch with New 1010. Nice little slow jam session right there. Very nice one. We know Juji enjoys that one, so we had to play that. Haven't played it for a good week, so. All right, what we got next here? Let's see. All right, my man wanted 0717. Let me see what that is. I don't remember. Let's see. Well, we got a 0719 now. Oh, that was another ballad. Can't do two ballads in a row. We'll come back to it, my friend. But yeah, 0719 is what we got. That's the last one. And that's another megaton ballad. We'll save that one for later. We got to keep it up. Let's kick in the shadows right now. And if you are hanging out right now and you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do so. We have a fantastic community here. We have a great time as well. And I do put videos out every single day of the week, and we go live typically 5 times a week. But this week, it's an all-out barrage of lives. Every night this week through Sunday, live at 10 and at 9 on the weekend. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let's see what we got. We do have some comments we got to check out. So I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with us tonight. Let's see what we got cooking here. I saw a lot of people rolling up. So yeah. All right, there you go. Okay, Weed Hopper said Thrasher and the Trans World Skate. Yeah, I remember those magazines, man. We used to read them all the time, man. Screech said about a week ago, I introduced my dad to the channel. He loves it. We both admire his skill. Thanks, Screech. I appreciate that. Very nice. There you go, Dylan. Yeah, Trans World. I remember that, man. Yeti Reacts. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. And thanks for hanging. Thrasher, Tazi. Yeah, Thrasher. That's a classic too, man. You had to have it, man. And then you just stared at all the skateboards and all the stuff you could get. Like, oh, man. And you talk to your friends. I'm going to get me some rails, man, real soon, too. You know, so I can roll some half pipe jam. It was just that, but we talked and talked and talked. Nothing but skateboards all the time, man. Lisa, good to see you. Hope you've been doing okay this week. Thanks to Gigi. Evan says Transworld, that's the one. Yeah. I don't know if they had videos. We just had the magazine, man. But that was all the cool, you've seen all the cool skateboarders and all the pro skateboarders and stuff. Ty said he believed Meatloaf had a single for that movie, Thrasher. Single was Thrasher. Wow. I can't remember what skateboard movie. I can't remember any skateboard movies back in the day, man. There probably were a few. There you go, Juji. Aaron, there you go, buddy. Lisa, she didn't get the alert. Sorry, never worry about it. Never be sorry. It's all good. It's we gonna be here now, but yeah, no worries ever, Lisa. The GG wants to know the name of that song. That's called New 1010. We don't have a title, but other than the day I wrote it, so New 1010. DJ B said the melodic goodness is on point tonight. There you go, brother. Evan said that's the ballad of the GG. There you go. Go feel it. Oh yeah, Lisa. She was wondering about. Yeah. She said it works on the tablet. Yeah, it don't work on her cell. Something weird, but yeah, it works on a tablet. But we've got a different account logged into that tablet. We can't figure out stuff after that, so we'll figure it out. But we've been doing the 5-minute subscriber thing, and the trolls have just been like pretty chill, Lisa. So I might get my money back for that keyboard, but then again, we could use it. It's nice. It's a nice little Bluetooth keyboard. Thank you, Evan. Anti's in the house. What's up, Anti? Aaron, thank you, buddy. Andrew, thanks for that super chat, brother. Appreciate that very, very much. Oh, let's see. Evan says, Les, every time I see your name, I think you're Australian female world surfing champion. Who that? You talking about me? I don't. Who's she? There you go, Juji. Oh, okay, Lisa. Indy's in the house. How you doing, Indy? Good to see you tonight. Hope you've been doing good. And there's Gloria. Great to see you, Gloria. Hope you had a nice. Hope you're dealing with the heat. Gloria knows how this heat is. It's been bad. It feels like a blast furnace out there. It's that bad out there. There you go, Evan. Okay, Gleam in the Cube. I do remember that. Lisa got a link to Indy's upcoming live stream. Make sure you click on that and get your notification on. Subscribe to her channel. We'd appreciate it. Jeremy Coleman in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you tonight. David Georgia, how you doing, brother? Great to see you. Weed Hopper says, search for Animal Chin. What's my favorite Animal Chin? Oh, is that another skater movie? I never heard that one. Jeremy says, Gleam in the Cube was the best skate movie. Yeah. It had to have Christian Slater in it, man. I do remember that. Don said, you're going to be in lurk mode. No problem, brother. Lurk it up, lurk it up. Evan says Tom Green can skate awesome. Yeah, I remember him. He loved that stuff. Chris Montague says, who's winning the Super Bowl? Raiders, baby. Raiders. I don't know. I hope so. That'd be lovely. It'd be lovely to see. Andrew says the Rams going to win this year. There you go. My manager loves the Rams, dude. I feel you, man. I love them Raiders. Evan said, who's helping themselves to my bowl? Not me, brother. All right, we're going to hit them shadows right quick, and then we'll try out this new song. I got a brand new song we're going to try out, I think. Let me test it out a few, but let's go into the shadows. You know how it goes. go. There you go. The shadows up in you there. Man. I miss playing that one. That's a cool song to play right there. All right, what we got? All right, let's see. I'm gonna cue up this brand new song. Just wrote it. Like I just finished it up today. Right before the stream, I just put the finishing touches on. So we're gonna play a new song. So all you lucky people hanging out, get to hear a brand new song. It's very interesting. Yeah, I have fun with my toys. You know, I love my toys, and I have a lot of good times with them. And I really brought the toys out in this song. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that for sure. See what I can do. All right, what's going on? We got a lot of people hanging out now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Andy's got the link to Lisa's channel. Make sure you click on Lisa's link and give her a sub. We'd love to see it. Aaron, there you go. He says, Rick, awesome stream. There you go, brother. Chris Montague, he said, let's go. Let's do this, man. Heck yeah. Juji said it was literally so hot, she slept all day Saturday. Dang, I feel you. Gloria says, it does, Rick. The heat's so bad, it takes your breath away the second you walk outside. And so, yeah. Me and my buddy, we went out and he had a cigarette. I hit my vape. We just looked at it like, man, it sounds like a blast furnace up in here. Like, it is ridiculous. I mean, you just could barely, it's like, what's the point? Let's get out of here. And we go back into Antarctica, like, shoot. There you go, Aaron. What's up, buddy? Slash in the house from Brazil. Obrigado, mi amigo. Boa noche. There you go, Aaron. He knows what's up. Evan says, do you have a song with the monks chanting in the background, Rick? Yeah, I got a couple of them now. This new one's got it too, man. This new one's got it really cool. So yeah, check this one coming up, Evan. Yeah, I think you'll like this, man. Juji says she melted too. I feel that. Lester Benitez, yo, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Aaron said his face melted. There you go, buddy. The Gigi says, can you play Come Leon? I know the first note. It's like. I don't know. I know the first couple. I've never tried to learn it. I've just what I hear in my head I've learned, but I'm going to learn it one of these days. I know Stardust here likes it, so we'll make sure we pick it up. Tate, brother, what's up, dude? Thanks for that super chat, too, man. You rock, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just a dude in the house. How you doing, buddy? Very good, very good. DJB said the song is the ST with an HI in the middle. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Juji said broken AC is hell on earth. I know, right? We got to fix Stardust car. Got some no AC, too. It's all, man. We got to get that cooking. Like, man, I think it just needs Freon at this point. I've done as much investigating and troubleshooting as I can. I think it's Freon at this rate. The question is when I'm going to get to the shop to get it going. Eric Stev, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Tate, man, you rock, brother. Thank you so much, dude. Peggy Hecky, boy, noche to you. Good to see you. Adrian Sislinski, thank you so much, my friend. Very kind of you, man. Juji said she missed it. She said, wow, I missed this. I know, right? I know. The Gigi, thank you, buddy. Matthew Burns, thank you very much, bro. Good to see you tonight. Peggy Higgins like, show, let's go. Evan said he got a window AC with the Kelvinator, man. Dang, that sounds crazy. Thank you, Andy. Charlie Escobar, my brother, good to see you, man. How you doing tonight? Andrew, there you go, brother. Yeah, Andrew he might be alluding to some voltage. We might have to do some voltage tonight. Thank you, Weed Hopper. Indy says, woohoo, new song. You know it. This one's different for sure. Hopefully I can pull it off. Charlie, there you are, brother. Weed Hopper says, new song, let's go. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lisa's feeling that new song. Charlie, we good here, brother. How you doing tonight? Evan says T-Bird missing. Yeah, he probably, he might not have remembered. DJ B said Ozzy, Hulk, Chuck, Malcolm, all died. I know, it was a rough week last week. It was a rough week. Andrew says 0728. Which one's that? Let me see. Okay, hey, you got it right. How'd you know, Andrew? Yeah, currently it says 072825 intro. I'll probably use this for a new intro soon, but yeah. But yeah, going back to DJB, yeah, last week was a pretty insane week. It was just like, people thought like a portal was open or something, man. It got wild. Indy got the link to Juji. Make sure you check Juji's channel. If you can click that link, we'd love to see that. True that. DJB, Chuck Mangione, that was wild. He was kind of overshadowed, honestly, with Ozzy and then Hulk. It was like, and then just popped out of nowhere. Like I think he passed away the same day as Ozzy, honestly. There you go, Chris Liggett. Aaron says, Rick, I'm taking you guys for a walk with me. Let's do this. All right, buddy. Evan says, sweet, perfect timing. There you go, man. Man. Gloria says she didn't hear about Chuck Mangione. Oh yeah, like I said, it's rather overshadowed. I didn't know about it either until I think the day Hulk Hogan died is when I saw the news, and it was like the news article was like from 2 days prior. I was like, yo, y'all forgot about Chuck? Dang, man. That's sad, man. But yeah, it was a rough week, man. Oh, I guess the portal did close up, so there you have it. The Gigi, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Chris said, I've gone through so much Freon since spring. I bet, man. Yeah, I don't think we ever ever added Freon to the Stardust car, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Because I can hear the fan going and all that kind of stuff. I hear everything working, just not ain't blowing. So yeah, I just got to get it to a shop, and then we're good. Hopefully soon. We'll have to take a day off or something. Evan said he admits that he cried a little when Ozzy died. Because he's got an Ozzy tat on his Ozzy tat on half my thigh. Dang, dude. I feel you, man. A lot of us grew up with Ozzy, you know. I didn't really know about Ozzy until probably 83 or 84, perhaps. Because I was young. I wasn't playing guitar. But I remember seeing some kids at the talent show in my high school play. They were like seniors, and I was maybe like a freshman or a junior or something like that, and they were playing Crazy Train. And I was like, that's amazing. And I went and bought Blizzard of Oz and Diary Man both, and I wore those tapes out and like constantly listened to those tapes. Fred Hinkle in the house, brother. How you doing tonight, my man? Limpopo, good to see you from Ukraine. Very nice. Hope you're doing well. Donald James, you've been practicing some of Juji's back tracks. Nice, man. Very cool, man. DJ B said he saw Ryan Sandberg pass away. Dang, man. You got it, Juji. Jeremy says he only know Chuck from King of the Hill. True that, yeah. He was plenty on that. Chris said Rhino passed. Man, it's been a week, man. It's been a week. All right, what key was this in? Okay, I think I got it. Let's try this out. This is a brand new song. Of course, there's no title because I just wrote it like pretty much today. But yeah, check it out. Pretty wild. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Chanting monks and like Stardust said, Stardust felt the Final Fantasy vibes to it. So we'll see. Here we go. wild. You can really do some crazy stuff with it. I did with like the sweeping wildness involved, you know. So hopefully that was cool. Hope you enjoyed that. It'd probably be some intro that I start using, but I haven't had written a really good intro in a while. So I throw that one down. There you go. Dang, Jackson, I feel that, man. Yeah, Chicago. Oh man, that's old. That's tough, man. And it's like it's happening more and more often, man. And definitely, Jackson knows F cancer, man, for sure, for sure. Lester, thank you so much, my friend. Stardust knows, yeah, he played for the Cubbies way back in the day. Man, I used to have, I think I had his baseball card too. I used to collect baseball cards when I was a kid. Pretty sure I had a Ryan Sandberg one. Aaron, thank you, buddy. Lester, thank you, sir. Limpopo, appreciate that. There you go, Aaron. Evan said a sweeping key change. Wow, there you go, buddy. Luis Acosta, thank you, sir. Ezekiel Graves said he got a new guitar. That's very cool, brother. Good to see what you get, man. Love to hear about it. Val Kimber, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Aaron said the Watchmen vibes on that song in Final Fantasy. She's right. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Gloria said she's loving that one. There you go. I'll add more to it, you know. It's kind of like, I maybe played through it like once or twice before the show, just to kind of get an idea what I was going to do. But, you know, the more I play it, we'll probably play this about every night. Who knows? It's a fun song. It sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. I think it's like I think I call it apocalyptic is what it's called, actually, because the Latin phrase is apocalyptica or something. I have to look that up. I'm not so great at Latin, but I know that they're saying. Actually, what were they saying? Here, listen to it. I'll let you hear it without the guitar. You can kind of hear it. I think it's apocalyptic. Apocalyptic. Yeah, I think that's Latin. Apocalypte is Latin for apocalyptic. There you have it. There you have it. A nice Latin lesson for everyone. Let's see. Aaron says, dude, when's the concert on the West Coast? Please, I wish I could be there, buddy. I wish I could be there. Money, money, money. Ain't it funny? It's a rich man's world. Cue the ABBA. Yeah, buddy, man. It costs so much money to go on tour and do stuff like that. I wish I win the lottery or something. Or just, I don't know, some money falls in my lap somehow. But if I get the money, we're going for sure. We'll do it. Evan said that sounds intense, but mellow at the same time. Indeed, indeed. Lisa says back for a few minutes. Bad when it's cooler outside. I know, right? Aaron McKay, there he is. He says, coolest guitar player I've seen other than that old guy with the mustache on TikTok. Nice. I wonder who that is. I haven't been on TikTok in a while. I go on here and there. I post a video maybe once a week on TikTok. I haven't doom scrolled TikTok in quite a while. Oh, I think I know. Wait, are you talking about Justin Hombacher? I think I follow Justin Hombacher on Instagram. He got a crazy one of them handlebar type mustaches. Is that the dude you talking about, man? If so, man, that dude is awesome. He is awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Tate. Indy, appreciate that. Cletus and Clovis in the house. He said, Rick, it's Cletus and Clovis. We back. Good to see you guys. He said, you sweeping tonight? And we were sweeping that at the church. That's how we roll, man. That's how we roll. Everyone's sweeping. And he's got the link to Val Kimber. Make sure if you can click on Val's link there, give him a sub. We'd appreciate it. Thank you, Ju G. Everyone gets showing love to Cletus and Clovis. Evan said the new Happy Gilmore goes. Yeah, I did watch it. I got woken up on Saturday morning at 9, I think, and then I went back to bed and got another call like 11:45. I was like, man, I just better stay up, man. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. So I watched Happy Gilmore 2 Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon or whatever, and it was all right, man. It was a fan service movie. It had its moments. It's so dumb, it's funny. You know how it is. But it still is pretty good. It was worth a watch. BWD Miner says, the only concert I've ever seen was Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but it was still epic and the guitars performed. Oh, yeah. Always some great guitar players. Usually Al Petrelli or Bill Hudson, Chris Caffrey, all those guys. I know all those dudes, man. They're amazing. Amazing. Jude, yeah, I feel that, dude. It was a lot of determination, buddy. You got to be determined. It's what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't think I could do it either, but I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to be like Judas Priest, playing Judas Priest songs. I got a guitar. I learned. I figured out how I overcame and adapted to understand how to hold the pick, how to hold the guitar right. You know, positioning where I could do everything. My uncles showed me some stuff, and then I started taking lessons. And it took a year, and after a year, I was had really good raw talent, And I took another year of lessons with a different guitar player who was a GIT grad who did Yngwie style stuff, and he helped me refine my technique. And that was it. I was off to the races at that point. Well, I appreciate the question. Devin D says, "Do I have any solar guitars?" I sure don't, man. They look nice though. Was that Ola England? He's a solar guitars, I think, right? They look nice, but yeah, no, I only use Jacksons, bro. That's the only kind, bro. Jackson, where it's at. Jackson's where it's at. Andrew says, "Can you do the beginning of your new song one more time?" That sounds good. Maybe I'll hum a few bars for sure. Evan said that dude plays with an incense stick on his hand. There you go. Dylan, good to see you, brother. Norzah said Adam Sandler basically turns vacation with his family and friends, and we had pretty much, man. Toddy said Happy Gilmore was dumb and funny. Oh yeah, it's a lot of the same. There was a part maybe 3/4 way, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I was kind of bored with whatever they were doing, but man, otherwise there was some funny stuff in there, ain't no doubt. Sammy, thank you so much. Osman bin Ahmad, good to see you, brother. Hey, Tazi says you program all the beats and background music also? Yes, sir, 100%. From a blank slate. I open up my Studio One DAW, and it's blank. And then I figure out the tempo, and I start making stuff up just like that. Jude Napier asks, what's my favorite band? Is it Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Deep Purple, Rainbow? Just to name a few, buddy. Norzah says they Compound Radius and Next on Jack's Radio. I love them, man. I love them. There's one on eBay, man. I'm like, it's this guitar. It's got the stone finish, but it's from 1993. I'm like, but it's in mint condition. I'm like, oh God, $1,300. I'm like, I ain't got $1,300, man, to spend. But it's the last guitar I need for my collection. Evan said after the last song, Rick, soon you'll need a Uli guitar. I know. Uli got I'll get I need an extra string or whatever. Our Lisa says she's listening. Guy's going to try and get the dogs back inside. There you go. Good luck with that. Jude says, wow, you're one of the few people to pronounce my last name correctly. I appreciate that, man. I've been in the business a long time. I used to do sales. I used to do customer service. I've seen a lot of names, and I've always been pretty good in English, so I try and look at the pronunciations and get them right. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that, man. All right, we'll play one half of this song again. Some people missed it, but we'll see what we can come up with again. One more quick time here.
Played the whole song again. That's a cool song, though. I have fun with that. I mean, I basically just made like two sections, like 2-minute-long sections, and then just copied and pasted it again. So, not a real song, but it's like it's still something. It's something, dang it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Well, we got 11 o'clock, only an hour in. We're cranking tonight. Unfortunately, every time I take a week off of YouTube punishes me when I come back for a good week. So that's why we're doing a whole week of streaming to claw everything back to where it was. So that's how we roll. But thanks for hanging out nonetheless. Let's see. Gratitude in the house. How you doing, brother? He says, good to have you back. Good to see you back, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Norza says, really like the Warriors. One of my favorite points. He says, oh yeah, Jackson Warriors are nice, man. Kelly's a nice player. I'm a Strat guy. I don't like the. I like the look. I like to look at the pointy guitars, but I prefer the Strats for myself, honestly. Evan says, Stone, is that the cracked paint look? Yeah, for sure. I wonder if I can find it real quick. I'll show it to you. Anyone wants to buy it for me? Let me see. It's a Jackson Dinky reverse. Jackson. And the dude already sent me like a offer on it. I was like, God, why, man? Dinky reverse. Of course, I can't spell for nothing here. Here we go. Let's check this out. I'm gonna show y'all this guitar. Like I said, anyone wants it, it's yours. But it's very nice, very nice. All right, check this out. This is the guitar how do I get the? Okay. So this is the guitar I've been looking for. If you look at the video I'm in that I did, the Fire Within video, this is the guitar I used. I can't remember if it was a 92 or 93, to be honest with you. But this was the one, man. And this is that stone finish. These are rare as the air. And this thing is in mint condition, like unbelievable mint condition. Like they're not even cracked, nothing, man. Look at that, man. But there's the difference between this guitar and that guitar is this is a Jackson branded Shaler. This one I have is a Charvel branded Shaler because they weren't ready to put them out in production yet. But it's the same pickups. I think it's called J80C and J90 or something. But man, this guitar is sweet, man. That's pretty clean looking. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. A little rusty there, but nothing too bad. Nothing bad I ain't seen. Got that on there too. And if you can see right here you can barely see it on this. Yeah, there you go. You see, it's got the 9.3. So you can see that that signifies that was the first run of 1993. So the first runs they did for 92 and 93 the serial number started with a 92 or a 93.
They did a second run. The second run of the year started with an 02 or an 03. So this is the first. This is the first run edition, 1993. So it's pretty nice, man. And like I said, this thing is pretty solid, man. It looks just like the one I had, you know, when I was a kid. Even if I show you right here, man, Rick. I'll show you, Rick. Fire Within. There you go. Here's the old Fire Within video right here. And there it is, man. That's that guitar. That's that same guitar. But I can't remember. I can't remember if mine was a 92 or 93. I really can't remember. It's so long ago. I don't know. I don't think I even looked at it. I might have wrote it down somewhere, but I don't recall. Anyway, there you go. That's the guitar. That's the one I'm looking for to finish my collection. So there you go. There you go. All right, let's see what we got else here. Milk asks, who's your biggest inspiration? Somebody you look up to when it comes to music? Yngwie J. Malmsteen, my friend. Yngwie J. Malmsteen. Dude, you said I really dug your Skulls guitar. Which one was that? Oh, someone on my community page posted a Skulls guitar. That wasn't mine. I've seen those guitars though. Very nice. Oh, there you go, Sammy. You gonna start that rock band? That's awesome. I feel that, yo. I feel that. You must be from, what country are you from? Michael M. said Yngwie Malmsteen. There you go, brother. We might have to throw some. Pizza Face dropping some pizza. I love pizza, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, Ray. Devin D, thanks, buddy. Exam says, can you do voltage if I'm asking? You may ask, and I can. Yes, sir. We're going to rock a bunch of stuff. I'm keeping it wide open tonight. So, yeah, voltage, you got it, man. We're going to write that down. But we did have another request, too, of a song. So, voltage, we got it written down, buddy. No problem. We got to do it Yngwie. Milk, once again, Yngwie J. Malmsteen, my friend. Evan says, your issue with intros, Rick, is that your whole song is the hook. No Pantera parts. True that, true that. Gradzie says, yo, no racket disappearing. There you go, man. Zach G, good to see you, brother. Michael M knows Yngwie Malmsteen. Oh, I thought you requested Yngwie. We're going to play some Yngwie for you, Michael. But yeah, thank you, Michael. Jeremy Cohn says, sounded great, clean as F. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Norzov asks, am I a fan of Rusty Kulia? Not only am I a fan, I'm a friend of Rusty Kulia. I've known Rusty since, I think about 1999. Way back in the day. Rusty's amazing, for sure. He was always the guy that we were chasing back in the late 90s. Anthony Martosha, good to see you, buddy. Norzov says, dang, I don't usually like color fretboards, but it works on that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a beauty. About beauty, man. I've got one like that, but it's black with the ebony fretboard. Daryl, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Kenneth Edwards says, what's happening, Mr. Rickster? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, bro, I had to work all last week, but we back, man. 7 weeks in a row, no issues, man. We got to crank it up, man. Crank it up. Gratitude says, shred severity with the runs at the end, bro. There you go, bro. Heck yeah. Evan said he's seen a blue one and a black one under coat, and but a dinky, I think. Nice, dude. They're out there, man. There's a bunch of them out there. Thank you, Clash. Appreciate that. Northa says, damn, the guitar is my age, 93, when I was born. There you go, man. That's an old guitar. What's up, Mark? Good to see you. Juji wants to hear some Queen of the Right. Nick wants to hear the Beatles, Dear Prudence. I don't even know how that one goes. I haven't heard that in a million years. Great song. I love the Beatles. I love Paul McCartney. And Paul McCartney's one of my favorite, non-metal musicians. One more quarter knows that's a good moment. Absolutely, brother. My name isn't Mason. Hello to you, buddy. Michael said, he definitely down here some Yngwie, though. I feel you, man. We got you covered, man. Gotta play this Juji wants a little Queen of the Right. Here we go. long time. That's a classic one right there. You're welcome, Juji. Absolutely. You know I love Queensryche. And I played Queen of the Reich probably the most out of every Queensryche song. Because the singer we had at the time could just kill it. He was just like awesome with it, man. It's fantastic. Is this thing turned up? Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. We'll rip through these comments right quick. Evan said his dream guitar is a Geiger Custom. The only I've been asked to buy. Nice, dude. Hey, that was HR Geiger graphics. That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick. Kenneth says, digging any blues riffs, bro? I've been downloading Anthony Gomez, Mr. Canada's. Nice. Blues stuff? No. I started writing a new blues song, though. I got the basics of it down. I just got to put it together. Probably this weekend for sure. Nick knows Beatles rock for sure. Oh, yeah, buddy. Mason, what's up? Juji knows. Zachary Roscoe, good to see you, brother. Love the avatar. I think I've mentioned this before. Borderlands 4 coming soon, buddy. I cannot wait. Kenneth, there you go, brother. Mark said, we are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. Don't know. I never learned no Queen, man. I kind of know that Bohemian Rhapsody solo a little bit. I don't know. Zach says, no handlebars by the Flowbots. He rocks more. I don't never heard of that, man. I never heard of that. The Flowbots. I've heard of Probot. And then Dave Grohl had a metal project called Probot. Yeah, King Diamond on that too. I was like, okay, I respect Dave Grohl a lot more now. All right, here's a classic Ingve. If you haven't heard this one, here it goes. J. Milestone, there you have it. All right, we'll do these backwards. We'll do voltage, and then we'll do I think it was Andrew's request for that ballad, so we'll crank that up. I haven't played voltage in a minute, so let's give that a shot. We do have a lot of great comments here. Got to check those out right quick. And let's see. Zachary said he got the Ultra version already. Nice, dude. I'm waiting. It's so expensive now, man, and I got to get 2 copies of it, so it's gonna be a pretty penny. I'll see about that ultimate version though. Oh, yo, Cletus and Clovis, what's going down? They give us a killer super chat. Appreciate it. They said, keep it coming, Rick. We love you, brother. Was jamming the deal. Lock up the wolves at work. We're gonna have to do a confession. Oh man, dude, that's a cool record, man. That's the one with Rowan Robertson on it. Which is so funny, because that's the year I actually auditioned for a Dio, or I sent a demo tape and all this stuff in or whatever, because Dio was looking for a guitar player. I do have the letter from Wendy Dio, the rejection letter or whatever. I was 16. I was not ready for that. I would not have been ready for that. But Rowan Robertson was. That kid was pretty solid, man. It was pretty solid. The album was kind of, it was all right, but yeah, it was a solid player, man, ain't no doubt. I got to see him and meet him 90, what year was that? 80, 89, 90? I can't remember. But the funny thing is, when I was 16 and he was 16, we were about the same age. We looked very similar. Our faces looked very, very similar. It's very wild. But there you go, man. Make sure if you haven't checked out Dio Dream Evil, that's another good record with Craig Goldie on it. Indy says, hello everyone coming in. Please subscribe so we can see you here again. Absolutely, absolutely. Fish and Catfish said behind me. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, it's like. Whatever. That's all I know. Indy says she got to run. Glad I was able to catch on the stream. Always a pleasure. Thank you, Indy. Good to see you as always. Absolutely. Charles Long, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Aaron knows. He's like, yeah. Dylan says, didn't realize who was even in the band. One of my favorite Crowbar singers was the Legend of Spaceborne Killer. Nice, dude. Yeah, I think it was like that Dave Grohl's project was like just a bunch of metal dudes, man. It was pretty wild. Thank you, Kenneth. There you go, Mark. Appreciate that. Thank you, Osman. Charles Long says, yo, good timing. Over. Hey, everyone. What's up, buddy? Thank you, Michael. Thank you, gratitude. Norzal says, awesome, man. Classic Yngwie. Absolutely, buddy. Love me some old Yngwie. Gloria said, I'm surprised you're not being flooded with Ozzy. I think it's, and I was saying this earlier, Gloria, I'm kind of glad I wasn't streaming last week because I just know it would have been a whole week of Ozzy. And, you know, it would have been tough for me, honestly, you know. And you don't want to see me cry. So, you know. So yeah, I didn't want to go too. I'm glad I wasn't streaming, honestly, and I could just be with myself during the week. I did put the tribute out on the day he passed, a video of Mr. Crowley solo, but yeah, I think it was good for me to not stream. Realistically, it just worked out, I guess, because you know that was a tough one. Everyone felt it. Everyone felt it. Jabroni, what's up, brother? Good to see you. DJ B said he got inspired and decided to do some jamming of his own. Felt pretty good as long as I didn't try. So, oh yeah, keep your face perfectly straight. You'll be fine. But that's awesome, dude. Jam it up, man. Get cooking, man. Michael M knows. I see the light tonight, flashing through the sky. Oh yeah. Dark, there's a highway. Whatever he says. There you go. But yeah, Dragon Force. Heck yeah, man. Judy said, I love Sabbath growing up, but I'm burned out. Yeah, I know. I didn't really listen to a lot of the Sabbath stuff, to be honest. You know, I listened to that. I mean, I knew of Iron Man. You know, they play Iron Man on the MTV. They play Paranoid on MTV all the time. I didn't get into Sabbath. It wasn't until that Ozzy. Yeah, after Randy passed, Ozzy put out that "Speak of the Devil" album, and I was like, and I loved that album, you know, and it was just all Black Sabbath tunes. So, and he played all the best Black Sabbath songs, you know, I guess, or whatever, the biggest fan favorites perhaps, and I loved all those songs, man. But I never went back and listened to too much Sabbath. I got into Sabbath when Ian Gillan joined. I'm sorry, when first Dio joined. I love Heaven and Hell. I loved Mob Rules, and then I loved the Born Again with Ian Gillan. I love that album, and of course the albums thereafter. And then again, I didn't get into that 7 Star album. I didn't get into that. It wasn't until Eternal Idol I really got into him again, and then Headless Cross. Some great records for sure. Dylan said he's struggling to come to terms with Ozzy passing. YouTube has been flooding me with old videos and clips. I hear his music everywhere. Absolutely, man. It's good. We got to celebrate his music and his life, you know, for sure. He had a long life, you know, and I know he was 76 years old, and this is a message for anyone out there. You know, a lot of the reason Ozzy had Parkinson's was because of the drugs and alcohol that he did, and this has been proven since he's passed, unfortunately. So let this be a lesson to anyone out there. And if you're doing drugs or you're doing alcohol, find a way to stop. and just live a calm and sober life, because you will live longer. It's amazing how Ozzy lasted that long. He thought he should have been dead a long before that. You know what I mean? So yeah, just let that be a lesson to everyone. You know, drugs and alcohol, not a good thing, and it will only shorten your lifespan. So take that to heart and think of Ozzy. All right. Let's see. Jacob, thanks, brother. Norzo said, damn, making me want to play some guitar here. There you go, brother. Juju said he's been enjoying his interview. Yeah, I've seen some good ones. There's one that was Ozzy and Don Rickles on Letterman or something, I think it was. It was unbelievably funny. It was so funny, man. Evan said he feels sorry for the whole Osbourne family. Yeah, for sure. It's most devastating to the family there. You know, they were the closest ones to him. You know, so and they did this, you know, the show together. And they've been doing like a podcast with Ozzy for the last couple of years as well. I mean, he was everything to them for sure. Can't say he was at the Chrysler Arena in Ann Arbor 2 days after Rhodes passed away. Not for Shane. He would have died way back in '81. Most likely, yeah. You're correct, Kenneth. You're absolutely correct, dude. Yeah, because she's the one that, you know, and people are like, well, you know, Ozzy had a lot of help. You know, people kept him up and kept him going, you know. So, yeah, you know, there's always someone in the background for Ozzy. Juji knows neurological damage, absolutely. Norzo says, absolutely agree. I haven't had a drink since 2020, never plan on going down a path. And absolutely, buddy. I haven't touched alcohol or drugs in that crazy way since 2011. January 2011, I stopped it all. So yeah, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Dylan says the issue he dealt with is Graves' disease. Makes him seriously respect him for dealing with Parkinson's for long. My disease is Parkinson's light. I feel that, man. Yeah, it's just sad to see. And from what I understand, you know, I keep hearing that, you know, right before that show, he like stopped like all his, or he was taking his meds or something. He was doing something. I forgot. But he did whatever he had to do to make it to that show, apparently. And that was all he wanted, was to do that show. And after that, he didn't care what happened. So it's pretty amazing story, man. DJ B said he got sober in 2018. Not gonna lie, his doctor told me the risk of neurological is high for me. So yeah. That's good that you stopped, brother. I'm proud to hear that, man. Veiled in the house. What's up, Veiled? Good to see you, bro. Gloria says, who's this Youngblood? Okay, so Youngblood's he's like a modern day, you know, kind of rapping yet singing type of dude. He's got a #1 record in England or Europe, something like that. But he seems like a really nice guy, man. I mean, I don't know. I know he did a collaboration with somebody I follow a while back. Maybe it was MGK, sadly. No, it might have been. I can't remember. But he seems like a really nice person. I saw a couple things that he did with Ozzy, and I was just like, man, that dude's pretty good. And I saw him on the Osbourne podcast, and they're like, this dude's just like, it's like Ozzy reincarnated already. It's pretty wild. Dylan says, supposedly that was his first show or so, too. It's very possible, man. Evan said only rich people can afford physiotherapy. I know, right? And Ozzy was very, very rich. Very rich. Thank you, Lisa. Samia, thank you. DJB said he don't know who Youngblood is, but he did an excellent job. He did. Yeah, he did very well. That's very nice. Very nice. All right, well, let's crank out some voltage. I'm cranking out voltage, if you know. And you wouldn't believe it. I didn't drink one can of Mountain. I think I drank one can of Mountain Dew last week, but I didn't drink any voltage. So we back on voltage, and we're going to play voltage on top of it. Hopefully I remember it all. I'm sure I do. But let's do this voltage time. felt good. It's been a minute since I played that one. Yeah, I think everything's been gonna be a minute since I played it. So there you have it. But yeah, that's a fun one. I love Voltage. That's a really fun jam right there. All right, let's what was it? Okay, so my friend wanted 71925, which was a ballady jam. So we'll get back to that one next. Let's see. Exempt Andromeda, absolutely, my brother. Thank you for saying that. DJB said Voltage, his favorite song. I love it. I love it. Phil said, hey, you just in time for Voltage. All right. And DJB got them Voltage popping off emotes. There you go. Can't say facts, bro. You can see Ozman couldn't breathe good. He's struggling bad. His shoulders were up and down and up. But he lives in all of us, Rick. Kick it out. You know how we do, brother. Absolutely, man. Yeah, like I said, Ozzy, if there wasn't no Ozzy, a lot of us wouldn't be doing what we do these days. Ain't that the truth, man? Because you wanted to be a rock star like Ozzy or Randy Rhoads or Jakey Lee, or you wanted to be Ozzy's guitar player. You know, it was just something about Ozzy, man. You just wanted to be near him and do stuff with him. It would have been amazing. Closest I ever got, my friend Gus G was the guitar player for Ozzy for an album and a couple tours, man. That's the closest, but I never got to meet Ozzy through him. Tazi knows that's a banger for sure. Appreciate that, Brother Vale. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Lisa. I said the glorious. Absolutely, absolutely. Juji knows them thunder strikes. H Gamer, that was called Voltage, buddy. And DJB and Vale knew they're like quick on the draw. They go, Voltage. Yeah, that's how we roll. H Gamers, no problem, buddy. Juji, there you go. Thank you, Vale. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Lisa. Juji knows Voltage. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. H Gamer said, who was the artist who made it? That's me, brother. I had a funny comment, and the guy's like, God, what did he say? God, I can't remember. I see so many comments, and I've been trying to respond to a ton of them. He said something, man, and I was like, here's the album right here. Here's the song. I don't remember what I said. But it was funny. It was funny. It was something similar to how H Gamer said it. But it's all good, brother. Andy Gomez, thanks, buddy. Jeremy Coleman got shot. There you go, brother. Thank you, gratitude. Vice said should be voltage. Voltage. There you go. A lot of volties going on there. Juji wants to hear that King. You got it. We put the King. We'll do the King after this ballad here. For Andrew. Thank you, H Gamer. Aaron knows Volted Up. It's what people want, if you will. You know that's how we do. Linderman says some Andy the Rock in there. Nice. I love Andy, bro. Love Andy. Love Andy. Jeremy Coleman, there you go, brother. I try not to, man. What's up, Dale Usury? Yeah, if there's where's that Andy the Rock? You gotta say, if you've never seen this Andy the Rock video I did, my God, man, it's like, it is so Andy. It's like unbelievable. I wanted Andy to see it too. I'll see if I can find that right quick. If anyone wants to check this out. Where did that at? Let me share this here. Copy that. So I did a video a long time ago. I was looking for stuff to make, and this is how to Andy LaRock in 30 seconds. I copied Nick Nocturnal used to do this stuff. There you go, Jeremy. Absolutely, brother. Extreme Recluse says nobody could ever come close to singing like Ozzy. His voice is naturally dark and angelic. Yeah, it's hard to. It's a very hard voice to imitate for sure. Well, yeah, Ozzy did it. He did it all. That was his own. He said he wasn't even a singer when he started. He didn't know what to do. All he had was a PA and a mic, and that's how he got the gig in Black Sabbath. All right, what we got? All right, we do this nice, real slow jam here, everybody. This was by request, so we got to kick it off. God, how's it go? I think, all right. It's a long song, too, so. But break out the tissues or whatever, because this is a teary shred ballad or whatever, so let's check it out. was by request. That's a great ballad right there. A lot of stuff happening on that one. All right, what we got here? All right, Juji wanted the king after that, so let's load up the king. There is the king. There is the king. All right, we got that loaded up, ready to rock. A lot of great comments. Got about 20 minutes or so left here. And then, yeah, we're going to do it's a short night, just a couple hours tonight. Got to get back in the swing of it. Let's see. Aaron, man, thank you so much for those jewels, brother. Much appreciated to you. Thank you, my man. Thank you, bud. But Sassy wants that Ozzy Perry Mason. I don't know. I love that song, though. Dun 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 dun. Down, bow. How's that go? I've seen Brody be playing it a lot. That's a good one. We need Perry Mason again. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, dude. I never tried to learn it, but I love that song, though. Juji had the lighter up. There you go. Jeremy says, it's crazy how Ozzy mumbles while talking and proceeds to sing clean and clear. You know that's right. I know, right? All right, Lisa wants Speeder. We got you covered. Let me write that one down. We'll play Speeder after the king here. I guess we might just end with the Speeder at that point. We'll see how it goes. DJB said, it's never mentioned specific, but methadone does that. Makes you mumble and stuff. It's possible. I mean, God knows what Ozzy was taking over the years, man. I mean, from what I heard, he snorted ants. He was so high on cocaine, he snorted ants in front of Motley Crue. So if you're gonna believe it, I probably believe it. Ozzy done some wild stuff because he was, out of his mind at the time. But deep down inside, that man was a good guy. He was a good man. Jerry said, I don't think I did, but when Rick is done tonight, I'll certainly be checking out. Absolutely, buddy. Lisa says, smash the thumbs up and show some love, everybody. Make sure you're doing it. Thank you so much, Gloria. Appreciate that. DJB knows Ozzy's battles with the diction are legendary. They are, man. They are. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Veiled. Jeremy said, I wish I could hit the like button twice. I feel that, man. Aaron, he knows what's up, Rick Ren. I appreciate that, brother. That's what Rob Rock used to call me, Ricky Ren. Rob Rock, that's all he'd be like, yo, Ricky Ren. All the time. It's so funny. Jeremy said, you think Ozzy had a good sense? Oh, yeah, he did. He was a prankster, too, I could imagine. Juji knows it's great to hang with everybody again. Absolutely, absolutely. Lisa said, I didn't miss Speeder. You did not miss Speeder. We're going to play it for you. It'll probably be the last song we play tonight. Most likely. Extreme said, I remember when Ozzy bit the head off a bat. At the time, it was truly insane, yet so sane. I know, right? And yeah, I remember as a kid, I didn't really know too much about Ozzy. But yeah, I was in the newspapers, I was like, Ozzy Osbourne bites head off a bat. It was the biggest thing. It was the biggest, craziest thing, And it came down to it, he didn't know it was real. He thought it was a rubber bat, and he was just goofing off. And he said it. You can find the interviews. He told you that it was the worst thing he ever did. He didn't know it was he didn't know it was real. He thought it was fake. And he said he had to get so many rabies shots in his stomach, like shots to his stomach, that he said that was the worst pain he's ever had in his life, and he never did it again. Never did it again. There's a funny Family Guy thing. It's like they were making a joke like, Ozzy's been great after he hasn't bit the head off a bat since. And he's like on stage, he goes, I'm going to eat this sandwich in front of all of you. And he just eats a sandwich. Everyone's like, yeah, eat the sandwich. Val Kimmer knows Boomhauer was a redneck guy. Yeah, dang old, dang, come on, hey, got to get dang old, dang. Boomhauer's the best. Boomhauer's the best. You got it, Lisa. Jeremy says, Speeder is that jam. Absolutely, man. That'll bring us home tonight for sure. There you go, Aaron. Bada bing, bada boom. Gloria says, waiting for Speeder, then I'm off to bed. All right. We're going to cut it off by midnight, so no worries, no worries. Huey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. And we're doing great. Thanks, my friend. Lisa, thank you. We're going to crank them up. We got the King for Juji and then Speeder for Lisa and everyone else. Let's crank out that King. I'm going to play this one in a minute. I'm going to keep saying that. The King, man. Such a banger, man. I mean, that's like an arena anthem right there. You know, it's like 50,000 people just cranking that one. That would be a dream to see for sure. Gotta love that one. Juji always got the right request at the right time. That's for sure. That's a fun one there. All right, Lisa Speeder. All right, we're gonna hit these comments, hit this speeder, and then we're gonna hit it out of here. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Aaron said, I always felt terribly for that bad thought. True that, man. He might have been dead already, bro, as far as I know, man. So Ozzy fans were wild. I used to hear all these weird stories like, yeah, man, people be killing cats. I remember this one story. This is terrible. This is such a lie. So untruthful. They said that they would throw cats on stage. Like, oh yeah, Randy Rhoads, man, he'd sit there and stomp on the cat while he's playing. He'd stomp on these cats while he's playing. I was like, that does not sound correct at all. It sounds very, very fabricated. And it's never true, obviously. But this is what kids in my school would say to me. You know, they'd tell me this stuff. You know, oh, I heard this, I heard that, I heard this. I was like, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. That's kids for you in the 80s, though. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. I love it. King of the Hill coming back. New episodes. What, next month? This month? I can't remember. But I'm ready for it. I love some King of the Hill. And new Beavis and Butthead coming out, too. Another season. Can't wait. Jimmy says those rabies shots are no joke. His uncle had to get it done when he was young. Yeah, I feel it, man. Yeah, Ozzy said he got like 40-plus shots to his stomach. Like right to his stomach. I'm like, yo, that's got to be horrible, man. It's bad news, man. Casper, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Juji knows the King. Feeling it. Hey, there you go. She said, what a jam. Jeremy says, lighters up, banging heads. There you go, brother. Thank you, Gloria. Aaron, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. There you go. Juji said, Slade. Gloria said, yes, I miss watching, hearing you, Jan. Oh, thank you, Gloria. We missed you, too. Glad to see everyone back again. Like I said, we got 7 weeks in a row of uninterrupted, most likely, streams. You know, back to normal. Well, like I said, this week, every night, we're going to be doing it every single night. Cleus and Close, they love Graham Bonnet. Oh, man, Graham Bonnet's the best, dude. Graham Bonnet got a voice that's very hard to emulate, for sure. I loved him on Assault Attack with Michael Schenker. Loved him with Down to Earth with Rainbow. Loved him with Alcatraz. I loved him with Imbellateri. I even have a Graham Bonnet solo album. It's like not even metal. It's a beautiful album, though, and there's a song on it called Sleep. If you want to hear a really beautiful song, look up Graham Bonnet Sleep. It's a fantastic song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time from him. What's one of my favorite song Graham sings on Down to Earth? It's called Love's No Friend. Jake's vibing popping in. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Dude, you say everything comes together perfect on that one. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great song. So fun. Jake said he's pretty sad about Ozzy passing. Yeah, buddy. I'd say 99% of us are, buddy. It was a rough week last week, and it's starting to calm down a little bit right now. But yeah, it's the tributes are gonna keep it coming for sure. Half Dad said Graham Bonnet's still going strong with Imbellateri. Actually, he played Imbellateri a long time, brother. Graham Bonnet is doing. What was he doing? He had a couple things going. He kind of revived Alcatraz with Joe Stump, great guitar player out of Boston, and he was supposed to be doing something with Jeff Loomis. the last I heard, I talked to Jeff like a year and a half ago, and he said, dude, I'm going to be working with Graham Bonnet. I'm like, are you kidding? That's amazing, dude. I was like, I'd love to work with Graham Bonnet. And the last thing I heard other than that was he sang a song with Michael Schenker. Michael Schenker did like this song called Warrior, and it had Gary Barden on it. It had Graham Bonnet and Robin McCauley and Doogie White. All four of these guys singing this song called Warrior. It was freaking amazing, man. It was an awesome tune, man. But yeah, Rob Rock has been back with Impellitteri for probably the last 4 albums now. Rob and Chris were like peanut butter and jelly, man. Those dudes know how to. They could write a song, man. I don't know if Graham wrote the lyrics. I'm pretty sure Graham wrote the lyrics for the Stand in Line record, though. And then I think Impellitteri was in Korea or Japan, and he did a guest spot with Impellitteri. Rob had Graham come and sing. It's pretty sweet. DJ B knows the Satanic Panic was real in the 80s. Oh man, there's so many wacky stories. Val said, you know about that King of the Hill? Yeah, buddy, it's going to be on Hulu. King of the Hill going to be on Hulu, and Beavis and Butthead new season back on Paramount Plus. Aaron says, wow, Beavis and Butthead and Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's back. Oh yeah, buddy. Jeremy says, Rick is a dangerous man with that Jackson in his hands. Oh yeah, this one is like probably my second favorite of my Jacksons. Something about this tremolo. The way I set this tremolo up, I don't know what I did, but it's so fun to use this particular tremolo, this Floyd Rose. It's like unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Let's see. Lisa says, smash them thumbs ups. Aaron says, when we're asleep, Grandma, yeah. He goes, I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep. It's amazing. It's like, the dude has such beautiful tone. I mean, I love No Parole from Rock and Roll, the Alcatraz album. I freaking love that, man. And I've loved Graham Bonnet for a long time. Man, I mean, because he was on, they had videos on MTV when they were doing, they did All Night Long on MTV. Since You've Been Gone was on MTV. What's that riff, man? That's a great one. I wanna love you all night long. Oh, true that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Graham Bonnet Band. Yeah, that's it, DJB. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have this. I found that. I couldn't believe it. Well, actually, because I'm friends with Joe Stump on Facebook. He posted like, hey, check this out. The Live in Japan with Alcatraz. I was like, what? It was on iTunes, so I popped that, and I've been listening to that like crazy. And Joe is like, can play Yngwie like Yngwie. And Joe can play Richie just like Richie. It's amazing. Slow Rogan, yo, thank you so much for that super chat, brother. That's awesome, dude. Thank you very, very much, man. Jess R, what's up, brother? Man, thank you so much, dude. Good to see you, man. Gooba knows you wanted the best. You got the best, the hottest band in the world, Kiss. Absolutely, man. That's one of the best right there. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, someone asked me in the comments of one of my videos, like, dude, can you sing? I'm like, I can carry a tune. I can kind of carry a tune, but I'm not a singer. I can sing a little bit. Some stuff better than others. Slow Rogan drops another one, brother. Thank you so much, dude. Very kind of you, man. Awesome. Gooba knows, rest in peace, Ozzy, man, for the show. GJB said, unfortunately, Kiss let the music be secondary. Yeah, true that. The early stuff was the best, but then once they started getting big, it was like all about the show, man. Just the show. All right, let's see. Josh Deutschler. Always good to see you here, man. Good to see you too, Josh, man. All right, I think we're gonna wrap things up. We got one comment popped up there. Gerard, what's up, buddy? Says Rick, man, if you have a favorite Ozzy moment you can think of. Oh man, the only thing I mean, one of the coolest things. I had this friend in a high school. His name was Bill, and he lived on the richer side of town, let's say, and he had access to a lot of cool stuff. And one day he's like, "You guys want to see something cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, what do you got, man?" And he had this bootleg, high quality bootleg of Ozzy on the Bark at the Moon tour in like Salt Lake City, I think it was. And man, it was one of the coolest things I ever saw, man. Because Jake was killing it, and Ozzy was awesome as well. And it was like nobody else in around had a copy of this video. It was just so beautiful to see, and it sounded so awesome too. But yeah, that was a really cool moment, you know, of me remembering Ozzy. I got tons of them for sure, but that's one I could think off the top of my head right quick, man. Absolutely, Gerard. It's always great to see you, brother. Dude, you say he does a pretty good rock, man. You gotta rock me, Amadeus. For sure, man. Falco up in the house. Aaron said he loves some Holy Diver next time. No problem, buddy. We'll do it tomorrow night, buddy. I'm gonna cut it off here after this next jam. But make sure you're here tomorrow. I'll crank Holy Diver up. My pleasure to do so. Gooba says Kiss in the 70s, 80s, 90s are the best. The 2000s are mid. Most likely, yeah. That sounds about right. Evan said a little bird here in Australia told me rock wom singing contest. Oh yeah. Oh, Rick won. Yeah, I was probably 12 or 13. I did a regional Ohio vocal competitions and stuff. It wasn't like you won anything. It was like all on ratings, and I got one of the highest ratings. The highest rating, and you got something for it. But yeah, it wasn't like contest like American Idol or something like that. It was just like you go into a room and you sing for a bunch of like professional professors and teachers and stuff like that. And yeah, I sang some weird classical ditty or something like that, like "Tell Me Not of a Lovely Lad" or something. I remember it was hilarious, but I killed it. I got really good. I got the highest rating for sure. Gooba said you want to see Wasso. Are they still cooking, man? Dang. Jeremy knows we cranked that Holy Diver. Jake said his favorite Ozzy was that little Nicky where he saves a robot biting the head off a bat. Gooba said you guys barking the mood album side. There you go. Juji had that pictograph out, Mr. Cut. That's dope. That's pretty dope. Jerry said, as always, thank you for playing for us tonight. Much appreciated. Absolutely, brother. It's my pleasure. Pleasure is all mine. Well, we know what's next, man. This one's for Lisa because she wanted to hear this one. I'm sure a lot of people want to hear it too, of course. We got some speeder. Everyone knows the drill on this one, so let's crank it up and let's see what we got. righty, there you have it. The Speeda. Ending this show. Well, that was a cool night, a good start to the week. Like I said, the whole week off messes me up so much. I forget how to do everything, and I got to get back into it pretty quick. So it's been a fun night. It's great to see everybody. And we'll be here all week, every night this week. So if you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. But if you are, we're here every night. So up to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and then Saturday and Sunday at 9. So the week 10, the weekend 9 Eastern. All right. What we got here? We got a lot of comments. So we got to rip these comments for sure. Gerard says, "I'm glad I could spark some Ozzy moment talk. I think for me it was learning electric funeral on guitar when I was young. You'll never forget." Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Now, of course, I learned Iron Man, one of the first songs I learned. It was like Iron Man, Smoke on the Water, and Layla, and Breaking the Law, like were the first songs I learned, you know. Had to do it. You're welcome, Goob. Appreciate you hanging with us. Juji knows. Jeremy's got his speeds. That's how we do it. Lisa's like, hang on tight. You got to. Juji said it was slamming right into her veins, man. That's what's up. Jake said, we're speeding at 45 with this one. That's how we roll, brother. There you go, Gloria. Jeremy's like, buckle the fuck up, man. That's what I'm talking. Jake, there you go, brother. Thank you, Lisa. Gerard says, man, he's freaking shredding on this one. Oh, yeah, that's how we do, man. Charlie knows the Black Cab Wizard never fails. That's how we do, brother. Bringing all the magic. Lisa, thank you. Thank you, Gloria. Juji, like, that's some damn cleanness. There you go. Jake said, how the hell do you pick so fast? I don't know. It's something crazy. It was a lot of work, you know. Like I said, I wanted to play. And I saw a video the other day. It's like, you know, there's a lot, you know, practicing, exercise and stuff. But it's like, there's a certain point, just go for it. Just start cranking. Don't matter what it looks like. Don't matter how it feels. I mean, as long as it feels correct, you know, feels good to you. Let it rip. Let it rip and see how fast you can go. And that's all about is getting that synchronization. What I teach is synchronization. And I do a building up, but yeah, you got to build it up over time. It's all about building it up, starting slow, and move the metronome up another 5-10 beats per minute every time, man. Aaron knew, yeah. Lisa had one of the best requests. All the requests are the best for sure. Let's. Jeremy knows. Great job to the mods. Absolutely. Val Kimber, there you go, brother. Juju says, do you ever hear your songs in your sleep? No, not really, no. I do hear lots of stuff in my sleep, like songs, but they're not mine. I don't know whose they are. But sadly, when I wake up, I can't remember what I was thinking of. Or sometimes I'll be falling asleep. Like, you know, in that, like, I'm not asleep yet, but I'm, like, almost there, and I'll start thinking of melodies and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's so, I got to remember that. No, I never remember it. Bad. Lisa knows. Have a blessed night, everybody. Stay safe and blessed. Absolutely. Jamie knows this is going to be a good week. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Donald James, you're welcome, brother. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. Gloria says, amazing as always, Rick. Good night to you and Stardust, Juji, Lisa, Jake, Val, Jeremy, the DJ B, and anyone that you missed. Too many, that's right. We got a big family around here. You too, Lisa. Thank you so much. Donald said he learned the song Believer. Oh, that's a nice one, dude. That's a great one, man. Evan said you made a crappy day better. Cheers, Rick and crew. Absolutely, Evan. It's always great to see you back, brother. Good to be back on top of it. You're welcome. Gratitude. Let's see. Anti got some sriracha, Munster burgers, and eggs over med with garlic, pepper, sea salt, real cacao, dark chocolate bar with the almonds this time. I like almonds. We seen some, Anti, you probably love, man. What was that? So we watched this dude named Beards Meets Food, and he had to do his hot dog challenge. One of the hot dogs he had, it was like a hot dog with crushed up chopped up pancake, maple syrup, and a fried egg on top of it. I thought Anti about that. He liked that egg. So he got a hot dog with an egg on it, man. I was like, what was that, man? That's crazy. DJ B, have a great night, brother. We'll see you. Gerard, thank you too, my man. Thank you, Val. Have a good one. You too, Charlie. Logan says, what stuff do you practice to get that good? I need to get out the guitar rut. Yeah, buddy, Logan, go to my channel, man, and look into the video section. I've got, it's a video called The Exercise That Every Guitar Player Should Know. It's a really great exercise for synchronization and building up the speed. So I encourage you to check that out. I got a new one coming out real soon, too, with a different exercise. But check that one out first. If I said kids doing a different kind of beats per minute, I know, right? I know, right? Leslie, perhaps tomorrow we'll be doing some. We'll do a couple Ozzy tributes tomorrow. Well, yeah, it was a quick night, just a 2-hour session tonight. But I appreciate you. Rest in peace, Ozzy. No doubt, no doubt. Juji said, "I'll hear songs when I sleep. I don't know how and forget to." I feel you. Have a great night, Dylan. Jake said, I saw something on the internet saying Ozzy was satanic. Clearly, they haven't heard After Fair. Yeah, no, he was not. He was not. He wore a cross. He did wear a cross, and he said he did believe. He believed in God. He might have gone to church or anything like that, and he might have done some wild stuff. But yeah, he was not satanic. He was shock. You know, a lot of that stuff was for shock. Thank you, Lisa. All right, everybody, we're going to shut down the studio. Laura from Argentina, good to see you. Buenas noches. I hope everyone had a great time. I had a great time. It's always great to see everybody. A lot of fun. We're getting everything back together around here. But once again, I'll be back every night this week at 10 p.m. up through Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, it'd be 9 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And hit your notifications so you know when I'm shredding. I do put videos out every single day of the week, so be on the lookout for those as well. Beyond that, thanks to all the mods. You did wonderful. I think the 5-minute subscriber thing is where it's at. You know, everyone can just hang out and chill, and maybe a troll here and there will make it through. Nonetheless, looking a lot better lately. Looking a lot better. But yeah, thanks everybody. I'm gonna go head out, hit that couch. I don't have to go to the office tomorrow, so I can sleep in an extra hour. So I can't wait for that. But y'all have a great rest of your evening or great day wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you once again tomorrow night at 10 p.m. and the rest of the week such as. So have a great one, everyone. I want you to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. I want you to take care of each other because that's all we got. All right, everybody. Have a